Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights.
In the night.
It is night because if I do this, look, bam.
Yep, same Z's. I'm not gonna do it, but
No worries. No
same
need.
Z's.
No need.
And we are your hosts. I'm Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B, aka Cool Grandma, but not really. And this is my wonderful co-host, JD Nero, aka He Who Pods. No glasses on today, so we don't even need to do that one.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started.
Whoop, there it is.
Boop. There it is.
Oh, wait. Should we acknowledge the elephant in the room?
What would that be?
The Knicks won the championship.
Oh, that's not an elephant. Everybody knows that by now.
But we didn't say it, which is why it became an elephant.
Okay. Yes, the Knicks are the 2025-2026 NBA season champions.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
I just got my day off approved for the ticker tape parade. I'm excited, And yeah. Go New York, go New York, go.
That was the most unenthusiastic go New York, go ever.
Cool grandma, but not really. Sometimes
All
I don't
right.
have it in me. I've been working all day. I see you wore your New York Knick blue for the
Yep,
occasion.
that's what I did.
I'm wearing navy, but still blue. Just doesn't show up well. Anyway, let's get this party started right.
Well, Hip Hop DX the other day pissed me off.
What? They pissed you off.
It just like they're doing what they're supposed to do, but their post
As
annoyed
Pop
me.
DX.
That's what I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Let me word it correctly.
Okay.
June 8th. This is what Hip Hop DX posted.
Mm-hmm. About a week
It says
ago.
the Big Three conversation reignited. Reignite. It doesn't even say reignites or reignited. Reignite. Oh, I read it wrong. My fault, not Hip Hop DX. I apologize. It
You're
says
trying to be shady.
I was wrong. It
I
says
hear
the
you.
Big Three conversations reignite after J. Cole crosses historic 600-week milestone, joining Drake and Kendrick Lamar. 2014 Forest Hill Drive joined Good Kid, Mad City, and Take Care with 600 weeks on the Billboard 200. And then they have some tweets up that I'm not going to read that are people speaking about the Big Three. Their caption says 3 classics albums, 3 legendary artists. J. Cole's Forest Hill Drive just crossed a 600-week mark on the Billboard 200, making it only the 3rd rap album in history to hit the milestone, behind Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City and Drake's Take Care. You want to start?
I feel like you should.
Okay, I agree. They are 3 legendary artists, and they're
Yes.
3 classic albums.
Also true.
Yeah, I don't think there's any disputing that. And they got the numbers there to prove it. 600 weeks on the Billboard is no small feat. If it was a
Absolutely.
small feat, plenty of other artists would have done it, but only these 3 have. And so, props there. Absolutely. 100% nothing there to dispute. But that Big Three shit is over. They've each all said it in their own individual way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know why the internet is grasping at straws. Is that the old saying? Grasping at straws?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know why y'all motherfuckers are holding on for dear life to this Big Three shit, but it's done, hun. It's over, Rover. I ain't got a third one that rhymes, but no mas. There is no Big Three. all three of them have individually said it's over. For one reason or another, they have each admitted as much. This shit is over. There's no big three. There's no unit. There's no teamwork. There's no friendships.
There's no big three. There's just big me.
There's no big three. Exactly. There's no big three. There's simply three individual acts who are part of hip hop. That's it. The big three unit, the big three comparisons, over. Dead, muerto, deceased, finished. All of the above.
I both agree and disagree with you. I think that the rivalry of it all has disintegrated a little bit. We had the big battle that happened. Since then, we've gotten albums from all of them. We've gotten just tours and new music, and all kinds of things have happened with all three of them since that, right? And that's arguably the biggest
Yes.
conversation around the whole big three thing in recent years, right? We've still continued to have certain conversations, but that is where we could say it came to a head. However, so I agree with that. I agree that I think that period is over and everyone's kind of settling into their own space right now. Like Drake is doing his own thing. J. Cole came out with an album not that long ago and has been doing his own thing. He's on tour or about to go on tour. Kendrick had his run. Sometimes when we talk about artists like this, I almost hate to call it a run because is it considered a run? But so that's true. But at the same time, I don't know. The more you spoke, the more I thought to myself, do they get to decide that it's no longer the big three? I don't think they do. I don't think they're the ones who dictate whether they're big three or not. I think they're the spot, the place that they hold, that each person holds, and how we regard them with regards to the culture, they don't actually get to decide that. I think their talent speaks for itself, and I think their contributions speak for themselves, right? And they're able to, that's how they cement what we think of them and how we think of them. But really, I don't think it's up to them. I actually think it's up to the people who, as we've talked about recently, are in hip hop media and the people who are a part of the culture. Namely people like us, or people like I said, people who are in like hip hop media, like the Breakfast Clubs and the Joe Buddens and the Joe and Jadas of the world, right? I don't think that. I think if the conversation here is that we as a culture are saying that this is over, then sure, it's over. If we have decided that we just don't really care about that anymore, which you can argue that we maybe don't. But I don't think that Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole get to decide when big three conversations end. I think they want, as the subjects of the conversation, I think they want it to be done. I think they want it to be over with. And fair. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, having that sentiment. In fact, I feel like, okay, let's leave it alone now, because clearly they don't even want that put on them. But I don't really think it's them who gets to decide that. Even if they've referred to themselves as such. I don't really think that they were ever in control of that. They could move the needle, but they're not really the ones who decide. same way we talk about the music industry and how the music industry moves things along or progresses certain artists and maybe holds back other ones. I think it's all, I think the culture and I think the powers that be, the people who spend the money and make the money, I think a lot of that has to do with whether we have this conversation or not the actual artists themselves.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, I think all that shit is over. I also think that
Okay.
what has happened since first person shooter, even if they didn't say anything, I
Mm-hmm.
think what has happened since first person shooter came out in 2023
Mm-hmm.
has taught us everything we need to know about there not being a big three.
That's fair.
So we can agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah. And I mean I said I think that you are onto something. Is it are we still is it still around? I just feel like the reason is different. Like I don't think that they got to determine when that ended. I think the culture determined it. I think the people who I keep trying to think of the word that I want to use and I can't think of it, but the people who have the conversations about it, the people who play their music, the people who say, "Hey, which album did you like better? Take Care or Good Kid, Mad City?" You know, like I think that's where the conversation starts and ends. I think they can get involved in the conversation, which they have, but so yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of what you're saying, but I also think it's a little bit of what I'm saying too.
Okay, no problemo. Let's keep it on hip hop.
Okay.
Rick Ross dropped a heater, a smoker, some super hot fire, if you will. Clearly, you can see where I'm going with this. And clearly, you can see I'm a fan of this record.
Mm-hmm.
My bias is showing.
Yeah.
Rick Ross dropped Mahogany Caskets on Friday, featuring T.I. And on the artwork, the casket is on fire. And in the video, the casket is on fire.
Yeah, it kind of explodes.
Hmm?
I said, yeah, it kind of explodes, right?
I didn't see the full video, but when I looked at the song, Spotify started playing the video in which I see a casket on fire as soon as the video starts playing.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you watch the full video?
I did not.
Oh,
I did not.
I thought you
I was listening to it on headphones when I was listening,
same.
so I didn't. Um, Honestly, any song called Mahogany Caskets, I would assume that it would be super hot fire. I can't explain it fully, but it just makes sense to me.
Okay.
Like why would you call it that if you couldn't like back up the weight behind using that title, you know?
Sometimes in hip hop, the titles be better than the song.
Sometimes.
And sometimes in hip hop, infamously in hip hop, the song don't be having the song title and the song have no relation.
Yeah. Yeah. That is
I
true.
mean,
But I was willing to bet on this one. I just felt like, okay, I see what you're about to do. You know? Sometimes I feel like we gotta give, or I gotta give people a chance to prove me wrong.
okay.
That's what I did here. I went into it thinking, Mahogany Caskets, okay. All right. And I listened and I was like, yeah, you did that. You did.
Yes.
And and I respect that. Listen, T.I is back. I know we said it already, and I know this is a Rick Ross song, but T.I is back,
Yep.
and you know T.I is going for big three right now. He is working on it, okay? Because nothing he has done in recent months, I would say, has been bad.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. T.I is not playing.
Yeah, T.I said, "Listen, if I'm a be out in the streets again, I gotta come with it," and he's coming with it. I'm into
He
it.
sure is.
I'm into it. I'm go off. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about the song. So you thought it was great. You started to say that.
Yeah, I mean, Ross came on rapping,
Yeah,
and there's no hook here. T.I immediately jumps in.
mm-hmm.
He goes bananas, and then Ross says, hold on, wait a minute.
Let me
I
come back.
wasn't finished. I still have more to say here.
Yep,
And he did.
and then
Bust shots at 50 Cent. He shouted out his own album from a while back, one of the ones where him and 50 Cent were beefing, basically saying, like, yo, there's still beef, nigga. It's still up, as the kids say.
is that what the kids say?
The kids say it's up and it's stuck.
Oh, okay.
It's up means the beef is still pending,
No,
still ongoing.
I got it. Thank you. That's all right. Well, let me add that to my little auntie bag
Oh
for
yeah, it's up.
remembers.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's up is the cousin of on site.
got it. Okay, that's a language I understand,
They're relatives. They don't mean the same thing,
but they're
but they're
close.
relatives.
They're
Yeah,
related. Okay.
yeah. So I like that Rick Ross is saying still fuck 50, letting them know it's still problems, which means this is recent because they had a recent internet squabble, if you will.
Yeah, they did.
So yeah, I thought it was great. Listen, I'm never mad at rappers really rapping. And they both did. They both came
Same.
on here, they gave you bars, they gave you flow. Rick Ross did what he does. And T.I came in and said, hey, listen, this pen is hot, baby. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga, is working well.
Yes,
And he was flowing on that motherfucker.
he was. They both were. I do have one critique though.
Uh-oh.
I like them. Okay, so I don't think the beat is bad.
The beat is bananas. That beat is fire.
Okay.
That's a beat that like you about to hear mad rappers jump on. It's one of
Well,
those.
well, I'm just gonna bow out of this conversation then.
No, if you don't like the beat, speak up. It's okay. That's my opinion as an MC, as a person who has a pen. I felt like, oh yeah, this is it. This is the one. This is to me one of the ones that you about to hear Mad Cats rapping over.
And now that you've said as an MC and as someone who has a pen, I'll leave it alone. I'll
Well,
leave it alone.
you the king of R&B, so talk to us.
No, no, the beat is fine. It's not. The beat is fine.
It didn't do it for you.
I felt like them rapping over the beat was cool, but I don't know. I feel like I didn't like it that much. I didn't like it
Okay,
as much as you liked it.
that's okay.
That's it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se. I just
Mhm.
I didn't I didn't think it was like, oh, this is crazy.
Gotcha.
But that's just me. But again, I'm not the person with the pen, and I'm not an MC. So I'm just a girl.
Oh yeah, listen.
So I don't. And I'm just a girl who listens to Rick Ross regularly and knows most, if not all, of his music. Mm, so yeah, I just that's just me.
Understood. All right. Well, speaking of just a girl, uh, I watched the movie Obsession today.
Did you know?
I did,
How
and
was that?
it was original.
It was original. What does that mean?
This was not bad at all.
Okay.
Um, I have thoughts, and I'll dive in. For those who have not seen it, this is a spoiler alert. Uh, so if you plan on seeing Obsession or you haven't seen Obsession yet, spoiler alert. Um, we spoke up here about it going from YouTube to the big screen, which is one of the things you just said. And so, yeah, that's why I'm saying original, because we often come up here and say that like tons of the things that we see in theaters or we see trailers for, they seem very copy and paste. They seem very familiar. And this was different. So I thought that was cool. One thing I will say is this is not for a 40-year-old. This is a movie for a younger audience. It felt younger. The people were young adults. Um, this was more of something that those folks can relate to. People in their 20s, early 20s.
It wasn't for Grandpa Nero.
It was not. Don't ever call me that again. It was not for me. No. And I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it. I'm saying they were not trying to get 40-year-olds in the chairs. This was made with a younger person in mind, is what I'm saying.
Why I can't call you that again? What's the
We're
problem?
not even gonna discuss it. Anyway, um, so I thought this was original. This had jump scares. This
Okay.
had uh cruel, harsh deaths, which I'm a fan of in movies when it's like, oh my god, you didn't have to kill him like that. I love that. I love those type of kills, deaths, death scenes, murder scenes, whatever you want to call them. It was a cool movie.
Okay.
There is one scene where that $760,000 budget stood out. Again, spoiler alert. There's a scene where a woman gets killed. If you watch horror movies, you could tell this lady about to die. The woman who's obsessed, which is really possessed in this movie, she is going to murder another woman, and you could see it's about to happen, right? No problem. The woman is sitting in the driver's side of the car. The main character of the movie is sitting in the passenger side of the car talking to her. The obsessed, possessed woman breaks into the car to grab the woman and bash her head multiple times against the steering wheel. It's gruesome, but here's the thing. Right before it happens, when they switch out the woman for like a crash test dummy in makeup, you could tell,
That it wasn't a real person.
you could absolutely see that the person was switched and it's like a stick figure person. Oh, it was so funny to me that during this horrible death, you could see the special effects budget was limited. And it's fine. I know they made it for 760,000. I'm not mad, but in that moment I was reminded, oh yeah, they didn't even make this with $1 million. The special effects budget, it was limited. And so it was a bad edit. They probably ran out of money on the budget. Maybe both, maybe none, maybe it was a mistake. But that was noticeable. And if this was a big budget film, you wouldn't have been able to notice that probably. Uh, but it was creepy. It was a good story. Uh, so this might intrigue you, but you won't watch this movie probably. So in this movie, the whole thing is this guy makes a wish. His wish is for his girl that he is infatuated with to fall in love with him madly.
Okay.
But he don't think the wish is gonna come true. He goes to like a store that sells crystals and things like that. and they got this like $7 wish in a box type of thing, and you have to break it in half and make a wish. It's super cheesy. He doesn't think it's gonna work. It works beyond his wildest dreams, and everything goes wrong. That's
Okay.
the premise of the movie, right? Cool, no
Okay.
problem. Yo, there's a lot of fucked up shit that happens in this movie, but arguably the most fucked up thing is towards the end of the movie, he's telling his boy, yo, I fucked up. Everything that's been happening is because of me. I made this wish and it fucked up everything. His boy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like anyone would be, right?
Right.
And so it's like, no, I'm trying to tell you, look, it's this thing right here. I made a wish with this and it fucked up everything. So I need you to unfuck everything. He's like, just make another wish, stupid. He's like, I can't. Every person gets one wish. I already made my wish. I need you to take this and make a wish and fix it. And his boy takes and he's like, are you like, you gotta be joking. You can't be serious. Shorty just has mental health problems and she just needs help. That's it. He's like, no, I'm telling you, it is way more fucked up than you even know. Just make the wish. He's begging with him. He's pleading with him. You know what his best friend does?
He makes a different wish, doesn't he?
100%. Guess what he wished?
For something for himself? Of course.
Guess.
If you only get one wish, you gonna wish
It's
for
so
somebody else.
easy to guess what it is, but it's so funny. Guess what it was?
A new car?
No. One more guess, and then I'll
A
tell
woman
you.
of his own?
He wished for $1 billion.
Oh, money. Oh, well, yeah, I should have thought that first.
He said, this shit is not real. I wish for $1 billion. Boom! Money just start falling from the sky. Yo, it's
Where
so
can I find
funny.
this?
It's so funny because while the money is falling from the sky, the main character, his best friend is looking at him like, I want to fucking kill you right now. Why would you wish for $1 billion when I just told you this shit is real?
Right.
It was funny as hell.
So there's gonna be a sequel then of the guy with the $1 billion?
Well, you're not gonna watch this movie, right?
I don't know. But you
All
can
right.
tell me.
Well, he's dead.
Did he get killed by the lady too?
Yeah,
She killed everybody?
pretty much.
Anybody that got close to him.
Kind of. I won't say everything, but kind of.
I mean, madly in love and obsessed. Yeah, it sounds like she would kill anyone who has his ear.
Kind of. I'm gonna leave you to watch some stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
So this was cool. This was not great. This was not phenomenal, but it was cool to watch. It was a cool watch. It was a fun watch. It was bizarre. It was produced by Blumhouse. Blumhouse, however you pronounce it. People argue. I've heard both. And so they did their thing. This was a big win for them. They have not put a banger out in a while, in my opinion. So this was good.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
Not bad.
Nah,
That's
solid 7.
That's
Solid
decent.
7. Yeah.
That's decent.
Hey, with a $750,000 budget, can't be mad at that.
Right.
I mean, they're approaching 300 million right now.
Yeah, they're doing really well, so it's gotta be
And so
it's gotta be doing something.
and because of that, they have announced a sequel is in pre-production or some shit. Oh, I got it right here. Hold on, I'll tell you. One moment. Uno momento, por favor.
A few moments later.
Mm-hmm. Complex says Obsession 2 is officially in early development.
Okay.
Curry Barker, I don't know. I don't know if he's the person who wrote it, but it says Curry Barker says, I have such a cool idea for it that I won't say. I'm not saying it has to be 5-6 years from now, but I think people would be just as excited.
Oh yeah, he's the He's the creator, I believe.
Oh, I'm an idiot. It says it right here in the caption. Obsession 2 is in early development with director Curry Barker teasing a big idea for the sequel they're keeping under wraps for now. Duh.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. So, and like you said, the budget was fairly small, so they worked with what they could, and it seems to have paid off at least a little bit.
Yes, but making a sequel is a mistake.
A lot of times, making a sequel is a mistake. But I
Yeah.
think that the problem with the film industry, maybe problem is not the right word, but they try to ride the wave. You know?
Yeah, and so I totally understand that, right? As far as making money, they've made a humongous return. Of course they're going to make a sequel, but I think they're going to fuck it up.
Because the thing about sequels is that at the very least, people will show up
Maybe.
because they oh, I like the first one. They may not
Right?
like it when they get there.
But this was a 7, and that's the challenge, right? If you make a sequel for a 7, if you don't improve, you really fucking up. Because it was a 7. It wasn't a 10 out of 10. So that's where the challenge comes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what's the next one going to be? A 5 out of 10? Like, I don't know if I would go see a sequel. You got to show me a really good trailer, a fucking phenomenal trailer for me to be like, yo, definitely going to see this second one.
No, I get that. I understand. I guess we'll see. It'll be out eventually, right?
Yep.
So we'll see.
I guess so. Indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Weeknights. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time.
Bye.